With only a few days left for the Premier League to start, Newcastle are looking for quality.
What the hell are you?
From discussing Newcastle bid for Crystal Palace star, to Newcastle United given green light to bid for £25 million winger, to Newcastle set to smash £80 million barrier as new off-pitch announcement is expected soon. As per, join us as we uncover the latest Newcastle United news. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because you won't want to miss a single moment of this incredible journey.
Let's go!
Starting off in an exclusive report by The Telegraph, it has been revealed that Newcastle United are close to finalising a deal to sign England international Marc Guehi from Crystal Palace for a fee well in excess of £60 million. According to a report from Sky Sports journalist Keith Downey and The Athletic's David Ornstein, Newcastle United have already had one bid rejected by Crystal Palace for the signing of defender Marc Guehi, but the Magpies are expected to return with a higher offer. The report states that negotiations are ongoing between the two clubs, with Newcastle currently the only club at the table despite there being other interested parties. While there is confidence that a deal could be struck quickly if an acceptable bid is made, Downey cautions that suggestions of an agreement being very close right now are premature. Crucially, all the reports indicate that personal terms are unlikely to be a problem for the potential transfer, with the England international defender said to be valued at around £60 million by Crystal Palace. This latest update provides more context to the earlier reports linking Newcastle with the move. It appears the Magpies have already made an initial approach which has been rebuffed, but they are expected to return with an improved offer in the coming days or weeks. The fact that Newcastle are currently the only club actively pursuing Guehi suggests they are serious about securing his signature, despite the high price tag. The 24-year-old has emerged as one of the Premier League's most promising young defenders over the past 12 months, and his potential acquisition would undoubtedly strengthen Newcastle's backline. While an agreement may not be imminent, the report indicates there is optimism on both sides that a deal can be reached, provided Newcastle are willing to meet Crystal Palace's valuation. The potential transfer remains a developing story, and fans will no doubt be eagerly awaiting further updates as the negotiations progress. The transfer talks between the two clubs have progressed well over the last few days, and there is confidence on both sides that an agreement will be reached. Newcastle have not balked at the asking price quoted by Crystal Palace, and personal terms are also not expected to be an issue. The signing of Guehi would be a significant coup for Newcastle, given the 24-year-old's impressive performances at the European Championship, where he was arguably England's most consistent player. The move would cement Guehi's place as one of England's first-choice centre-backs leading up to the 2026 World Cup. This would be Newcastle's first acquisition of an established England international since they landed Kieran Trippier in 2022. However, while Trippier was entering the twilight of his career, Guehi's best years are still ahead of him. The reports suggest that Guehi's stock has risen dramatically following his excellent performances at the Euros, and he could well cement his place as one of England's two first-choice centre-backs as the team prepares for the upcoming World Cup cycle. Overall, the potential signing of Marc Guehi would be a significant coup for Newcastle, further demonstrating the club's ambition and the resources at their disposal following the high-profile takeover in 2021. The 24-year-old's talent and potential make him an exciting addition, and his arrival would undoubtedly bolster Newcastle's defensive options as they look to build on their impressive performances from the previous season. Then moving on, Newcastle United have been handed a significant boost in their pursuit of Juventus winger Federico Chiesa, as the Italian club has now given the green light for clubs to make bids for the talented 25-year-old. The Magpies have long been admirers of Chiesa, with their interest in the player dating back to last summer. However, despite Newcastle's efforts, the Italy international remained at Juventus, leading to a will-they-won't-they saga around a potential move to St. James's Park. Now the situation has taken a decisive turn, with Juventus manager Thiago Motta making it crystal clear that Chiesa is not part of the club's plans for the upcoming season. Speaking after Juventus's pre-season friendly against Stade Brestois, Motta stated that Chiesa, along with other players not called up for the match, are not part of the project and need to find new solutions and new clubs as soon as possible. This announcement from Juventus has now opened the door for Newcastle to make a serious push to sign the highly rated winger. The Magpies have been in the market for a right-sided forward, and the availability of Chiesa could be the ideal solution to their needs. It's worth noting that Newcastle won't be the only club vying for Chiesa's signature, as Aston Villa and Liverpool have also previously expressed interest in the player. However, the Magpies' long-standing pursuit and Juventus's willingness to sell could give them an advantage in the race to secure the player's services. The report suggests that Newcastle's pursuit of Chiesa may have been viewed as a smokescreen in the past, as the club struggled to make a breakthrough in their attempts to bolster their attacking options. But with the player now officially available, the Tyneside club will be eager to seize the opportunity and strengthen their squad accordingly. The potential signing of Chiesa would be a significant coup for Newcastle, as they look to build on their impressive performances from last season. The 25-year-old's pedigree and experience at the highest level, coupled with his undoubted talent, could make him a valuable addition to Eddie Howe's squad. The next few weeks will be crucial as Newcastle navigate the transfer market and try to secure the signature of the Juventus winger. With other suitors also interested, the Magpies will need to act quickly and decisively to fend off the competition and bring Chiesa to St. James's Park. Then moving on, according to the latest reports, Newcastle United are set to break through the £80 million barrier in commercial revenue within the next few years, as the club continues to make impressive strides in securing lucrative sponsorship and merchandise deals. The commercial revenue is central to Newcastle's ambitions under the Saudi Public Investment Fund ownership. Restricted by the Premier League's rolling 3-year loss limit of £105 million, the club recognizes the need to significantly increase its income streams to unlock public investment funds' substantial resources. Through new agreements with partners like Adidas and Sela, Newcastle's sponsorship and merchandise revenue is expected to reach £80 million by the 2024-25 season. This represents a remarkable doubling of the club's commercial income over a relatively short period. This commercial success will be a high-wire balancing act for Newcastle to comply with Premier League profitability and sustainability regulations, PSR. But the new deals have put the club in a strong position to do so, provided they can also enjoy on-field success. Crucially, the increased commercial revenue could provide Newcastle with the financial flexibility to retain their key players, such as Bruno Guimaraes and Alexander Isak, who have been linked with moves away. While the club may still need to consider a player trading model to some degree, the expanded revenue base gives them more options and reduces the pressure to sell prized assets. As well as playing exhibition matches against Urawa Red Diamonds and Yokohama F. Marinos, the club has used to tour for commercial purposes. Last week, Newcastle released their away kit to a rapturous reception, using a Japanese theme in the marketing rollout. Earlier in the week, Newcastle announced that Savvy Games Group would be the official sponsor of the tour in what will likely be a deal of modest value. However, according to sports business expert Lukasz Bacek via X, the group are expected to upgrade its involvement with the club on a more permanent basis in future. While no other details about what a deal might look like have been presented, a partnership with Newcastle is likely to be worth around £1 million. This deal, while modest in isolation, is seen as part of the club's broader commercial strategy and trajectory. Overall, the report paints a positive picture of Newcastle's commercial progress, which is expected to have a significant impact on the club's transfer activities and ability to retain its top talent in the coming years.